fuck up a lot lizard.
Oh, we ain't doing no
Oh,
lot lizards, bro.
Go
You don't
on.
want that.
No? Oh, you know
Mm.
fun.
Yo, you get sickness that way. Wah. We don't like Disturbed anymore. We don't like them
Why?
anymore. Why do we not like
Why?
Disturbed?
Yeah, why?
David Draymond signed a bomb that went into Gaza.
Oh,
Yeah, he not cool.
yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, so
Well, I never liked him.
everyone likes that song.
no.
You don't like that with the sickness?
Oh.
Why?
You cannot. I mean,
I never,
terrible guy, terrible guy.
never
But
have really.
Game has to recognize Game. The song's a banger. Give us one more with the ooh-ah.
Wah. I like the part. Anyways, he does that in the song too. Welcome back, everybody, to It Came From Screambox. We're your hosts, Nick, Noah, and Alex, here to take you on an awesome ride through all the horror, macabre that Screambox has to offer. Before we get into the episode, let's go ahead and plug the sponsors and everything else. Check out the sponsors, Screambox and Final Boss. Links down below. Please check out the WASD and Beyond podcast, Roll for Deception, and obviously It Came From Screambox. You can listen to us on all major podcasting platforms. You can watch us on YouTube. Sometimes we go live on Twitch. Check us out if you like what you are hearing or seeing. Like, follow, subscribe, comment, show your friends, get it out of the way. If you want to talk directly to us, please email us at wasdbeyond@gmail.com. Again, that is wasdbeyond@gmail.com. Hit us up. Let us know what you thought about the movie that we discussed. Did you like this movie? Did you hate it? Let us know. Boys, welcome to 2026, even though Crack Coons is coming out in 2026.
This is the first movie that we've
This
watched
is the first movie we watched in
2026.
2026. So your second review, but our first movie watched. This was Noah's picks. Noah got to bring us into the new year, so that's fucking awesome. If you've stuck around with us so far, thank you so much. We actually do have some pretty cool stuff on the
Oh yeah,
horizon.
we do.
We are plugging and digging away at some cool shit, so get ready for that. We're working on it right now. But we're not here to talk about the cool shit we got in the background. Noah, this is your pick. Lead on,
Yes.
Bubba.
This week I picked 1981's Road Games. Road Games is an Australian-made thriller directed by Richard Franklin, starring Stacey Keach. Is that how you say that?
I think
How
so.
you say his name? And Jamie Lee Curtis. There's a bit. I got a bit of business, as I usually do.
Yes.
So you can't really talk about a movie like this without mentioning the genre of movie known as Ozploitation. Ozploitation refers. That is so that this movie is a well-known example of that. What Ozploitation is a genre of low-budget movies that are produced in Australia.
Okay.
The term comes from a fringe branch of the new wave movement in film production. Oftentimes, the movies would be low budget and feature some well-known actors, but some unknown actors. Oftentimes, those well-known actors are imports. In this case, we have two American leads, while everybody else in the cast is Australian.
Yeah.
Similar to what we talked about for Black Christmas, countries like Australia and Canada sort of mandate that a certain percentage of the media there in the country be local. So that's why this movie ended up being made in Australia, is because they approached the director, who is from Australia, although he lived in the US, to come over and make his movie there. The genres where you get movies like the Mad Max franchise, which is considered to be Ozploitation film. There's
Mad
a ton
Maxes?
of like the original Mad Max and even Mad Max
That makes
Fury Road.
sense. That
Okay.
makes sense.
Like when you look at like lists of Ozploitation movies, Mad Max is always on those lists. Even the new ones. So even Furiosa was on that list.
Okay.
But it is somewhat of a gray area because movies like Crocodile Dundee, which is a very famous Australian
That's not
film
enough.
series is not considered to be Ozploitation. So I'm not really sure what it takes to qualify, but it seems that like a lot of them have to be they have to be like trauma level movies but made in Australia.
It just seems so odd.
Yeah. It's a thing of like film production. They want to boost that industry. In those countries, in America, we have the massive Hollywood machine.
Yeah.
But they don't have that in other countries, but it does bring in a lot of money and a lot of jobs. You saw a big example of that was when they made the Lord of the Rings movies. And then the Hobbit movies, there was all like a whole thing because they had an entire New Zealander team. And it was a big deal when they were like, we're actually going to bring in an American team. And they were like, well, you're not going to do it in New Zealand then, because what they're trying to do is like create jobs in these industries. But it's not really something we think of in the States because the film industry is like huge here.
Well, it's also got like a shroud of mysticism to it. You don't look at the background like almost like production of it. You get the outcome, or you see the behind the scenes footage. Not that.
Do you remember Better Watch Out?
Yeah.
Entirely Australian casted movie.
So is that an Ausploit? No, because I mean no one there really has an Australian accent though.
It's hard to say what exactly would yeah, exactly. But that was all Aussie actors doing an American accent. This was 2 American actors and just everybody else around them is just Australian.
You scared us so bad.
Yeah.
What?
Because we heard everything you just said, luckily, but everything froze on your end. The YouTube video was about to look wild. Here's about to see me and Alex.
Oh no!
Me and Alex just.
I see you guys reacting to something, and I wasn't sure what it was. I'm like,
oh
I'm
no!
like looking behind me in the camera.
We look like 2 little kids with saucer eyes going.
All right, well, as long as the audio is fine,
It works. We're fine.
you can watch me freeze up on camera.
Perfectly.
Okay, all right. Okay, so the movie was it sort of came about while Franklin was not Franklin. Jeez, tripping on my words here. Richard Franklin, he was making a movie called Franklin with his writing partner, and he gave him a copy of the 1954 movie Rear Window, which was a mystery psychological thriller to show him how he wanted road games to play out.
Okay.
Which explains a lot about the movie. It's somewhat of a thriller, somewhat of a serial killer movie, but it's very much like a mystery. Originally, they wanted to give the lead role to Sean Connery. However, they couldn't afford him, so they went with Stacy Keach, who is well known for TV work and stage work, and he's had a long, prolific career after the movie, despite spending some time in prison after making this one.
What? Why?
Yeah, he went to prison for like 6 months for some financial crime.
Oh, whatever.
Fuck off.
Yeah. Some. Well, it was just a little bit, but it didn't really seem to affect his career.
He did his time too.
Yeah, he did, and then he got out. It was nothing really ever seemed to come of it. It didn't affect his career.
Wesley Snipes
he's been
situation.
He's been in a ton of things. They were gonna cast Lisa Peers for the female lead. The U.S. distributors insisted on an American co-star and suggested Jamie Lee Curtis, who was well known for her role in Halloween at this time. She had only done like a couple of other small projects before this. There was some trouble with the production trying to cast 2 Americans for this Australian film, which resulted in a delay of production until eventually the Suits in Sydney approved of her casting.
Okay.
And they expanded the role of Hitch to take full advantage of having Jamie Lee there.
That's cool.
This movie bombed pretty bad. It bombed twice, once in Australia on its first release, and then again later in the same year in the U.S. And the director blamed that on the marketing of the movie, that they were trying to market it as more of like a slasher.
Oh, instead of like a psychological.
Where he was angling for more of the mystery,
cat and mouse.
It's the whole thing, suspense. The whole thing plays out like a chase.
Yeah, it's cat and mouse
But
game.
eventually, this movie did find somewhat of a cult following, and has a 92% on Rotten Tomatoes and a 71 out of 100 on Metacritic.
There you go.
So it's considered to be better than average, but some critics said that it was a little bit pretentious.
What was pretentious about this movie? It's just,
I don't know. I think they just kind of felt like it was up its own ass a little bit. I think maybe what would do it for me is the out loud monologuing that the main character is doing with the dingo the whole time.
yeah, there's that.
Because he's kind of doing the Redditor thing. He's kind of like, it seems that this is our man.
I can't place my finger on it.
A little bit of him like just driving the truck and stroking his chin, like, I wonder what could be going on.
He is quoting a lot of poetry. He's doing a lot of like that type of shit too.
Yeah, he's like,
it's also a lot of inner thought you hear, and then he talks out loud to himself. Or Bozzy.
Well, I like that because that was like playing on the whole like. Well, yeah, he's talking to Bozzy, but his dog or dingo.
He thinks it's a dingo, but it's a dog.
It's a dog. But like the trucker exhaustion is very real, and I like that they played into the trucker exhaustion because you can see like he is like at his fucking rope, dude. Like he's at the end of that shit.
Yeah, and he says like he's hallucinating.
Yeah.
Which we get a jump scare out of.
Hilarious. Yeah, you do. I mean, I think it's really good that they play into that. Like when the woman flags him down she put like toilet paper across the road.
It was a pink ass toilet paper.
Was that real? Because they never remove it. He just drives past. So I wonder if that was real.
It was. She set down the roll of it when she got in the truck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he looked at it.
Gotcha. Well, so he when the movie starts out, he's at a hotel, and he's gonna get a room for the night, and he sees this green van and this like sus looking guy with a little cooler and trash bags, and he goes in the room, and then it just like hard cuts to the next morning, and he's outside, and his dog is like sniffing around in the trash, and the guy in the window is watching. Like right off the rip, it's like setting up that he's clearly seen something that he's not supposed to be seeing. And then it just sort of cascades that way. He's got a job that he's doing, but it's along the same route that this guy is also traveling. So it is that cat and mouse game. But it does kind of feel like it's lucky that the job also had him on this route because he was going to follow that guy no matter what.
Yeah. Yeah. He wasn't going to stop following this guy. No.
Yeah.
As much as he said he didn't care, the entire time.
He kind of leaned into his insanity a bit too. He's like, I'm not doing this, and he's just like, just a little bit further. And like, there's always something compelling him. Like something would happen that would compel him to go further and further and follow. I like that a lot.
There's also like, there's a lot of things that are like setting up something that don't necessarily lead to anything else. Like he ends up picking up an older woman who says that her husband like drove off without her. And like when they're in the truck driving and like the radio is playing and she's telling him about how there's like someone out there kidnapping girls, and he's like telling her about the guy he saw, and she thinks that he's the killer.
Yeah.
And then when she runs off, I don't know if you caught it, but when they're standing at the cliff, she's like, I'm in some trouble and there's some people after us. I think she thinks that he's like an unrelated third party who's giving her family trouble for causing the strike that is the reason why there's no meat in Perth, which is the reason that he has got the meat to take to Perth.
Yeah,
and it's just so interconnected. It was really crazy. Like I got to go back and watch Rear Window because I think that movie has a lot more to do with this one than we think.
That'd be cool. What?
Nothing.
Everything connects.
Nothing at all. It does.
And I was confused at that at first till Noah just brought that up because she was like, "Yeah, no, don't hurt me."
It was so quick. It was so quick, and you'll miss it. And also, like, she says that she's been left behind by her husband, but she like when they go to the roadhouse, and she doesn't even try to call anybody.
No.
She just immediately starts chatting with the motorcycle guy.
And it's the same conversation she started having with him.
Exactly.
Yep.
And it's like,
just,
and then they brought up the husband and family on the radio at one point when he was driving.
Yeah.
Floyd.
Yeah, fucking weird, bro.
So there's a bit of when they are driving before they get to the roadhouse, they do see the woman. Her name is Sunny. She sees our guy, like the killer, digging a hole, but she doesn't know that it's the same guy from the hotel, and he's got trash bags and a little red cooler, which is sort of a through line of like our main guy, Pat Quid. He thinks like that's the body. That's like the chopped up body of the victim. Spoiler, it is. But the whole thing is like he's not sure of it, but the guy's acting all sus. And they're driving around, and he's like, he'll get in front of him or he'll be behind him, and they get like separated for a bit. But the whole thing is like him trying to figure out like what's in those bags, what's in that cooler.
Yep.
When he pulls out the binoculars.
Yeah, he pulls out the binoculars.
And the killer notices him, and he just like puts it down and like looks up into the sky and whistles like you're not the only 3 people in the middle of the fucking desert with nothing around.
Like there's not nobody within 200 miles of this place.
It's so funny.
Very smart assy type of guy too. Doesn't like almost doesn't give a fuck. Like he knows.
No, he's like that part. Like he knows that this guy knows something.
Yeah.
I think at a certain point he's like, I'm probably not gonna be able to get away with this.
Yeah. Not getting out of this time type shit.
Yeah.
But
eventually he almost did.
He almost fucking did.
He almost did, but we'll get to that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They at some point I like blinked and I missed it. At some point Jamie Lee Curtis goes just missing.
Yeah, so basically they're at a truck stop and he's like kind of working on his truck. He's working on the engine or whatever he's working on, doesn't matter. And they go around the corner and they see the green van. The whole thing is the green van, the guy in the green van. And he goes into the bathroom and sees some feet under a stall, and then you see the green van, and he's like, just go, go check it out, whatever. She goes check it out, crawls in there, cut to the next shot while a car horn is going off the entire scene. The entire scene, it's fucking blaring, which I liked. I'll bring that up during my, like, I guess, recap. But so that's happening, and then the door opens, and it's the motorcycle guy. And then he's like, what the fuck, dude? And then he goes back outside, and the fucking van is gone because the guy was in the van the entire time under a sleeping bag. So she crawls over, and he's just like, and it just cuts right there. You're like, oh, shit. So, yeah, that's that scene. It was good.
Yeah, so it's
a good scene.
It's set up so you're not supposed to really know what happened, but he drives off to chase the van. First, he like steals the motorcycle for like a second, for like no reason.
Dude, so good.
He like steals the motorcycle and drives it like 200 feet to the truck.
He busts
just to flip it.
Hard.
All.
Yeah, like it's so unnecessary, but it was really funny. And then they just like kind of drive for a little bit longer until they do finally get to the city. And then the police from earlier, because the police are also following them.
Yep.
They all kind of catch up to each other, and then it's a bit of a slow speed chase through the city.
Yeah, which is a cool chase. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
very, very slow.
Yeah, it is very slow, and the movie definitely tells you that because there's a few close-up shots of the speedometer, and it's like sub 20 miles an hour.
Yeah,
I've never seen like an action shot of a speedometer when the speed is that low.
Like, this is how slow this is going. It's like, we get it.
Yeah, but eventually, the van guy, he drives into like an alleyway, like small like service road.
Yeah,
and Quid is just like, well, I've come this far, and he just drives the truck in there. They get wedged. I think the van breaks down, and then the cops get stuck under the trailer.
The car gets stuck under the trailer. The one cop is like, go check out what's going up top, yeah? and he goes up under the truck, and then he gets stuck under the truck because like our homeboy, what's his name, Floyd? Not Floyd.
The main guy, Quid.
No.
Floyd, yeah, the
truck
weighing
stop.
guy.
Yeah, at the
Oh,
weight.
yeah,
At the weight station. He's all, you got some shit under your fucking axle, man.
Well, he tells him he's over the weight limit.
75 kilos. No, not kilos.
75 kilo.
Something like
It was
that.
kilos.
Yeah.
And then
Which that was the
It's the
anchor
boat.
It was
Yeah,
the anchor from the boat from that
Which
little
is under
dickhead
the
yeah, there's a
guy.
bit of
thing.
there's a small reoccurring guy who's towing a boat.
That's the thing, though. They're all reoccurring. Did you
Yes.
notice at the end?
They're all there in the
Was
crowd.
he there too?
All
Oh,
of
really?
them were.
Yeah.
Biker guy, boat guy,
The
Sonny.
lady.
Well, I
yeah,
know that
Sonny.
the biker guy and Sonny were there, but I thought that, like, I mean, all the roads lead to Perth because Perth is like the most western city in Australia.
He was there too. They were all
They
there.
were all there at Perth, yeah. Which is neat. But yeah, the cops get stuck.
Yeah, it is.
Cop gets stuck.
I love that. I love the reoccurring guy with the boat because the first time you see him, he's like going all swervy because the truck and the van are trying to get around him, and then his just windscreen just explodes for no reason. I didn't see. Did you guys see anything come off and hit his windshield? Because I just saw it break.
No, I didn't see anything.
I didn't see anything either.
Yeah, so his windshield breaks, and then you see him again in his car at the roadhouse where he's getting his windshield repaired, and then you see him again, and he's still like behaving like an asshole on the road and swerving around, and then eventually just ramming his boat into the truck, and then it gets destroyed and flips over and comes off of the car, and the anchor gets caught up in the truck.
Yeah. There's a lot of like
It's a pretty good it's a
hijinks
good
in
scene.
this.
Yeah. A lot of shenanigans going on, but then
And everything connects.
Yeah.
it does. It's kind of crazy. Like, it's very well written. Like, it was clearly well thought out. You know, despite the fact that in my little research, I found that they wrote the first draft of this movie at a hotel in Fiji over 8 days.
God damn.
Now, of course, they probably did edits, but to plan all this out in less than 10 days, that's seriously impressive.
Oh, that's drugs, dude.
While you're on vacation, yeah, because you're in Fiji.
Well, they weren't on vacation. They were shooting Blue Lagoon.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they were writing it after shooting that movie.
That's cool.
So they all get wedged in the alleyway. It's all coming to a head. The killer's getting out of the car and he's smashing the lights of the truck.
Yeah.
It's looking like there's going to be like a fight. And then he's just like flooring it. He's trying to restart the van, and the trailer hitch like separates.
Yeah, the fifth wheel separates from the trailer.
Yeah, the fifth wheel separates, and the semi does like a wheelie and crushes the
that
van.
Yell.
Yeah, he did the most real yell in the movie, probably since the Zootopia trailer. But
I would have done something like that. I'm like, whoa!
Yeah,
Just
it's not like a whoa. It's not like a it's like a
dude, it was like a terrified. Ow!
It's like the yell your dad does when he slips on the ice.
Oh my god!
You know?
Yeah, it's that yell.
We all know that yell. Like,
well, mixed with the cock sucking fucking winter. I hate it.
Yeah, right. How did that not crush the van completely?
I don't know.
The semi truck landed on it.
That is death. That van does not hold up to a fucking Mercedes semi cab.
I didn't think so.
No. That's death, brother. That's
that
death.
thing would be, especially because it landed on the back.
It landed on the whole of it.
Well, it mostly went on the back, I think.
Like the back axle.
Well, like it went on like the open area of the van.
Yeah,
back doors.
Listen, I don't know, bro. That everyone's dead in that instance, except for him.
Well,
like Quid is alive.
For
He's
Hitch.
fine.
Well, then Quid gets out and he starts. Well, he gets out, and then the killer sneaks up behind him with the piano wire.
He's trying to
and
tries to
tries to choke him, And then the other guy quit, and he gets out of the piano wire, and he like beats his head into a like sewer drain. And then he grabs the piano wire and wraps around his neck, and just then all the cops show up and all the people show up.
Oh, he's like,
and for a second there, we're like, oh no, like he's gonna get away with it, because the killer starts to like back into the crowd, and I was watching both, like your reactions, like he's gonna fucking get away with this.
Dude, I was getting pissed. Well, also, I thought I had like a crazy thought in my head. I was like, okay, this entire time this is happening, he's chasing this guy. She gets in the car. I was like, what if it's just some bystander? And like, he was going crazy the entire movie, but like we're seeing him act normal, but the entire movie is him going crazy, and we're missing the idiosyncrasies that the movie is trying to show us. Because I was like, that would be crazy, but what they do in this is also good, because you're like, okay, cool, so like we get a bit of a win here. I liked that.
Yeah,
needed that win.
And then what do you know? It's Jamie Lee Curtis was in the sleeping bag the whole time, and she tells everybody that he's not the killer.
Yeah, very angrily.
He's very angry. She's very angry in the end here.
Yes.
Which I would be too. God knows how long she was in that sleeping bag. And it's probably hot in there. That van probably definitely doesn't have AC.
Don't smell good, no.
No, probably didn't smell great. I love the killer, like he almost gets away, and then he bumps into a cop, and he's like, "Where do you think you're going?"
His no dialogue either. It's just his eyes going. Oh,
he never speaks. He never says anything.
No, I like that a lot about this like killer guy, this serial killer. The guy in this movie, he doesn't say a single thing.
Yeah. So then I guess after that, it kind of just wraps up.
Yep.
I guess the insinuation is that nobody gets in trouble for causing any property damage, and they just abandon the truck.
Yep.
Because he said it had $100,000 worth of damage.
It's a part of the city now, bro. That truck is a landmark.
It just lives there. It's just part of it.
In Detroit, it would. They'd be like,
yeah,
leave that there.
So that's Road Games.
That is Road Games.
I liked it.
One part though. Did y'all hear the fucking ticking coming from the van, or was I?
Yeah. No, I heard that.
Okay. Did you think there was a bomb?
I did too.
Yes.
Okay, okay, cool. Just the ticking. No one noticed it in the movie. It was just us. Oh, all right.
I wondered if it was real.
It starts ticking when she was crawling towards when Hitch was crawling towards the cooler when she got kidnapped.
Oh yeah.
It's a few times, but yeah, all right, cool. I wasn't just me that heard that.
I heard.
Yeah, I heard it. I just wasn't sure if it was like in the soundtrack of the movie, or if it was like diegetically heard. Like if it was.
It only came from when they were in the van, though. Yeah. The film
could have been. That would have been
whenever
crazy if there was a bomb in there.
Just the van just goes.
Yeah.
I thought that's what was going to happen when he was backing up.
Oh yeah, just kamikaze into the truck.
Oh.
Or switched it.
Maybe they ran out of budget.
See, I think a lot of these things are meant for you to not trust what you're seeing. Like he brings it up early on that there's like hallucinations, and he's hearing things and seeing things. And the movie's like shot in that way.
Yeah.
Where it's somewhat trying to trick your eye. So I think little stuff like that, these like audio hallucinations, might be leaning into that.
I think we had a bit of an unreliable narrator situation as well at times, not the entire movie.
I want to get more into the fucking damn ticking, but the ticking, it was when Hitch was in the van, it played it.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he broke into the van,
it
was also doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's also whenever somebody gets close to the cooler, which they have a suspicion of what's in the cooler, and it implied that what's in the cooler is probably the woman's head.
Yes.
So maybe that's like they're getting close, to finding it, but they never really find it because the killer managed to sneak the head into the top section of the trailer. So it's not found until the very end when they're scrubbing down the trailer.
I want to know what the inside of the trailer looks like, because there's not like in those trailers, it's just a straight back.
There's not like anything in the ceiling.
Not
Well, it's a
usually.
refrigeration truck, so there's probably some kind of ducting
a reefer,
up there.
Yeah, there's probably if it's a reefer trailer, but usually a lot of that stuff's on the outside of the trailer, anyways. Though, but I don't know. This is also the fucking 80s. So
And
maybe there was a
Australia.
compartment. Yeah, and Australia. So, but that I liked that. I was like, oh shit, there it is.
Yeah,
good,
definitely worth a watch.
Yeah.
Hopefully you already watched it and now you're back here listening to us yap about it.
Yeah, I would,
because I definitely, yeah.
I would love to know, like, if anybody from the audience who was around when this movie hit theaters. I want to know what you thought about it back then, because this would have been a movie I would have loved to see in theaters. I would have had a really good time in theaters seeing this.
I think, like what the director said about it bombing, that it was pitched more of as a slasher movie. It is not that. It's definitely a slow burn. Like, it's only an hour and a half, but it's like I say, it's a slow burn.
Oh yeah.
You have to, and if you're going in there expecting, like, oh, it's Jamie Lee Curtis in another slasher movie, it's gonna be like Halloween. No, it is not.
No.
It's way more of like a psychological mystery type suspense thriller.
I sneezed. I'm so hard. I'm so sorry.
It was super good, actually. Makes you think the entire time.
All of it being connected is such a good touch.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it 4 out of 5.
Huh? I'm gonna give it a 4.
I really liked it.
I like this movie a lot. I like a lot of what the director did. I like what the cast was doing with the source material as well. The movie likes to subvert your attention to other places. It's kind of like a magician. It takes your eyes and kind of plays with your brain a little bit to make you look the opposite way. I like that a lot. Mm-hmm. Lots of use of cool camera angles. Again, I go back to like the Raimi angle and the Raimi run. There's some of that in here. There is, like I said, just subversion of expectations. I like that, and I like the acting in this movie a lot, because it's hard to nail some of the shit they're doing, and they fucking did a great job here. 4 out of 5. Great flick. Go watch this. Absolutely. Get some popcorn. Go home. Sit on your couch. Put a blankie on by yourself. Veg out. This is a good time. This is sweet. Smoke a hog's leg too.
What do you give it, Alex?
I almost said smoke a 3 out of 5. I give this a 3 out of 5. Yeah, 3 out of 5. 3.5 out of 5.
Okay.
All right.
I think that's my first half out of any of these.
I think it is too.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
It's like I'm not feeling lazy today.
If we were gonna do half points, we could have just done out of 10.
At first, I don't want to.
5.
This was a whole.
Well, it's too late
thing.
now.
I don't want to do it again. It's a solid flick, super solid flick. Like Nick said, some of the shooting, like, very artsy, but also like creepy. Yep. There's one scene specifically where, like, he's like talking to himself and he's shifting, and every time he shifts, the camera like pans back just a little bit.
Yeah,
it goes behind the curtain of the cab. I don't know. I was like, oh, that's nice.
It is. It's really good. A lot of good camera stuff in this. They did a lot of, the tracking shots where it's like the outside of the truck, that definitely they had to use like filming cars and like cranes and stuff like that. And they got the shots of the road where it's like up and down and up and down.
Oh yeah.
Really, really a lot of good stuff here. It's definitely earned that incredibly high score that it has on the critic sites.
Yeah, absolutely. No, go watch this movie. We say go watch this movie. Absolutely. There might be some things you don't like about it. I didn't think it was a perfect movie by any means. It is a slow burn, and there are times when it gets slow, and you're like, get on with it. That's why it's not like a 5 out of 5, because there is some get on with it shit in this movie. You're like, come on. Or like, replace this scene and reshoot that with something different, because I think you wanted to do something different here and you didn't have the budget, or you didn't want to, or you didn't have anything extra written here. Other than that, though, I loved it. Go watch this film. It is awesome. Good stuff, Noah.
Hell
Thank you. Good pick, I think.
Well,
starting off 2026 strong.
Starting off strong. We're working on some cool shit in the background right now. Stay tuned for all that. Thanks for sticking with us, guys. Check out WASD and Beyond, Roll for Deception, It Came from Screambox, on every major podcasting platform, YouTube, wherever you want to listen or watch us. Go check us out. Like, follow, subscribe, comment. Helps us. Show your friends, show your family, show your grandma. I don't care. Check out the sponsors, Screambox and Final Boss. Always links down below. Email us at wasdbeyond@gmail.com. Again, that is wasdbeyond@gmail.com. Join the Spawn Camp Discord. It is free. Come chat with us. Come watch this movie. Come watch movies like the one we're talking about right now. It's a good time. Very good, boys.
Yeah. Real quick before we wrap it up, if you missed the new Toxic Avenger movie in theaters, it is now streaming on Screambox. I think exclusively on Screambox.
Very good. You guys should go watch Toxic Avenger. That is worth the subscription alone. I might pop that on right after this, because I love that fucking movie.
Big agree.
Oh, so good. Go check out Screambox. Go check out Cineverse, our good friends over at Cineverse. Go watch Toxic Avenger. And until next week, guys, take it easy and be safe.
Screambox of the big 2-6.
What does that mean? Oh,
2-6.
Yeah,
It's big 2-6.
Damn it.
Thank you, Screambox. Thank you, Screambox.